Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to give you weight loss tips that no one really gives you, but they are super important for the people who feel like, hey, I have all the information that I really need, all the knowledge on what to do, but how do I stick to it? How do I get this weight off once and for all? And I'm going to give you those tips today. This is something that I have been working on specifically for my viewers and subscribers. I have had dozens of you reach out to me for one-on-one coaching because you guys know that I'm a life coach. Sometimes people they're not in a position right now to afford one-on-one help. With that in mind, I was inspired to write this book. It's called This Is Not a Diet Book. And included in this book is 7 coaching sessions. So it's very similar to what I do when I'm working one-on-one with a client. But I put it in a way to where a person could do it on their own. These coaching sessions get to the core of what you do and why you do it, a 90-day goal setting and tracking form, as well as a 3-month sample diet and exercise plan or guide. I have people reach out and they're just like, I know everything that I'm supposed to do, but I can't get myself to do it. And I wrote this book for women and girls like that. You guys know my story. In the beginning, I was in a deep depression. In the beginning, it took a lot out of me just to get off the couch, no lie. And I could say that this is probably the book that I wish I would have had at that point in my life. And so this speaks from my experience. This speaks from my training and what I do as a life coach. This speaks from the experience of even some of my clients, and what has helped them to create lasting change. It's in the description box below. Just click the link. It'll take you straight to my website and you can get your digital copy today. Tip number 1 is have a strong get back up game, stronger than anybody. You're probably gonna fall, especially when it comes to weight loss. You're gonna slip up, you're gonna skip a day, you're not gonna go to the gym, or you're gonna eat a cheeseburger when you didn't plan to. Something's gonna happen where you fall off, and what typically occurs is you feel guilty, you feel bad about yourself, or you're happy that you did it in some way because now you get to kind of go crazy for a little while and, oh, I'll start again on Monday, or I'll start again next month, or whatever it is that we tell ourselves. This year, you're gonna have the strongest get back up game, and what that means is as soon as you fall off, you're gonna get back up immediately. You're not gonna wait till Monday. You're not gonna wait till the end of the month. You're not even gonna wait till tomorrow. Okay? You're gonna get back up immediately. So that means never let any day go to waste. If you fall off, if you skip your morning workout, that night you're gonna get right back up and you're gonna be on the side of your bed doing some sit-ups and push-ups or whatever you need to do. If you mess up on your diet and you end up having something you weren't supposed to have, immediately you're gonna get right back up and you're just gonna go continue on about your day like it never happened, okay? And you're still on your diet. You're gonna eat clean for the rest of the day. You're not gonna say, oh, F it, I'm just gonna eat bad for the rest of the day. Nope. You're gonna eat clean for the rest of the day and you're gonna finish the day strong. Like, have the strongest get back up game. I don't care if you fall off 1,000,000 times, you're gonna get back up immediately. Never stay down. And I guess you can look at it like boxing. In boxing, that person could continue to knock you down time and time and time and time again, but you're not out until you stay down for too long. Tip number 2 is keep it simple. We're doing too much. We get so caught up in our excuses, right? That we're like, oh, in order for me to start, or in order for me to have, I have to have this, and this, and everything has to be right, and everything has to be in order. And, oh, I'm gonna try the most difficult thing that I can find, and I have to go get all these different ingredients, and I have to get all this different equipment, and I have to have all these different tools in order to start, or in order to continue on a journey or on a path. Honey, you don't. You do not need to do the most. Oh, I have to have 10 different, 20 different workout outfits and all the matching. No, you don't. Nope, you don't actually. You can just wear leggings and a big t-shirt and get your butt to the gym. Or you can start in your living room, at least at first, because I feel like sometimes when we're trying to be too complex and too complicated, we're trying to complicate things. that's when we never start, or we prolong the starting process. Just keeping it simple. Start with walks, okay? Start with walks. Just put on whatever you have in your closet, in the back of the closet. You know what I mean? Go to the gym. Choose a simple way of eating. Just cut back on certain things like sweets and eat more vegetables. You know what I mean? Just keep it simple. Yes, you might want to do keto, and that's fantastic. Or you might want to, I don't know, try something else, some elaborate way of eating. And you might have to throw out everything in the refrigerator and go to the grocery store and spend $300 on refilling the refrigerator. But to start off, you don't have to do that. Tip number 3 is also very important, and it's switch it up when you need to. I think that there is a thin line between wanting to really commit to what you say you're gonna do and knowing when it's time to switch it up, because sometimes you can commit to the wrong thing. Let's be real, right? We've all done it in some way or another. And it's okay to admit that, oh, I might have chose the wrong thing to commit to and it doesn't work for me. And it's causing me more pain than it is good. So if you commit to a certain way of eating, like being a pescatarian or a vegetarian, a vegan, trying the keto diet, whatever it is, and then you find that every time you turn around, you're cheating on this way of eating, right? And it's because of the way that it has you restricted. There are hundreds of different ways of eating, okay? And there are about a dozen really popular ways of eating that are out right now, and they all work. They all have hundreds of people that will tell you right now that this has worked best for me. I have lost a bunch of weight and I have achieved great success eating in this way. It's up to you to discover what's gonna work best for you. If you don't like eating a bunch of fats and you love carbs, try high carb dieting. And the same thing goes for the way you exercise. Let's say you started off saying, okay, well, the way I'm going to exercise, I'm going to do this 5 months to 5K program. And you started and you're finding, man, I just really don't like all this running. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I have to do it. And I find that I'm always skipping days and I haven't been consistent. Well, switch it up. Don't put yourself in a situation to where you are just being hard-nosed about something when it's not necessary to be hard-nosed about it. You can just easily choose something that suits your desires and your lifestyle and what you actually like to do better when it comes to eating and exercising. Tip number 4 is know yourself. This is a huge tip. I go through all of this in This Is Not a Diet book. The sessions walk you through being able to know yourself and really get to know yourself. They're intensive sessions that teach you how you understand what you do, why you do it, what throws you off, what gets in the way, what triggers you, okay? Like, why is it that sometimes I can go 2-3 weeks and be perfectly on point and everything's smooth sailing, and then all of a sudden it's like I couldn't force myself to get it together. It's like I'm just completely out of control. Understand why you do what you do so that you can move those blocks out of the way, and understand what triggers you so that you can either avoid them or be like, all right, I know what to do with you. Tip number 5 is love yourself. Not to sound cliche, but for real, when you're on your fitness and weight loss journey, you have to have a level of self-love, a high level, honestly, of self-love, because you're about to go through, like, literally, it's gonna be a journey. You're going through this. It's gonna be mountains, it's gonna be valleys. You're gonna come up against some stuff that you didn't know that you would come up against. Just like in any other real sort of a journey, like if you're going through the jungle, the desert, or in the mountains somewhere and you're going on a journey, you gotta have somebody there that you can trust, somebody that's gonna have your back. You have to love yourself. You have to have your own back. Never turn your back on yourself, ever. If you fall off, don't go downing yourself and talking down to yourself and saying, oh, look, another failed attempt. Oh, you can't pull it together. You're so lazy and you can't do anything. You can't finish anything. Don't talk to yourself. But believe me, I used to be that way, and I would just struggle over and over again because I wasn't even in my own corner. You have to be the one to tell yourself when you fall off, it's okay, baby girl. I love you anyway. Like, you got this. Believe me, you got this. You're gonna kill it. Like, you're jumping right back up. Like I said, this goes along with that have a strong get back up game tip. When you do well, like over celebrate, like celebrate yourself. When you're like, oh my gosh, I went a whole week eating perfectly on my diet, exercising just the way I wanted to. Celebrate yourself. Be like, oh my God, you're the bomb, you're the ish. Be supportive to yourself. Don't let anybody sabotage you. That goes along with self-love as well. When you see people, it's like they're trying to, you know, sometimes people around you can be weird when you're trying to make positive changes in your life, okay? And, you know, people could be buying stuff that they know, like, oh, you ain't bought that in 6 months. As soon as you heard I was on a diet, you started buying sweets and pastries. Like, what's that about, you know? Or inviting you out and trying to influence you to eat things that you're not supposed to, or just whatever, or drink heavily if you're trying to kind of cut back on drinking or whatever. Like, love yourself enough to stand up for yourself and to support yourself. If everyone around you is not being supportive, you're going to be supportive to yourself, and that's what's most important, honestly. Never turn your back on yourself, ever, because the whole world will turn their back on you, essentially. Even your own mother might turn her back on you. Hopefully not, you know. True love is unconditional. It's not like I just love myself when I've been killing it all month and then I'm pissed at myself and I damn near hate myself, like, oh, I think I'm worthless when I fell off for a week. Like, you got to love yourself no matter what. You got to be right there by yourself. Never turn your back on yourself, if you get what I'm saying. So again, you guys, cop your digital copy of This Is Not a Diet book right now. You can go ahead and click the link below. $10 for the month of January. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. Join the team. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. And always remember to take care of yourself. See you next time.